biodiversity and conservation. As I already completed this much topic, so today we will start the topic pattern of biodiversity. If you not seen the previous two lecture of biodiversity, you can see and search my video biodiversity part 1 and part 2 biology belief, you can find. Okay, so coming to the topic, latitudinal gradient. The diversity of plant and animal is not uniform throughout the world, but so rather uneven distribution. Here three lines said about the diversity of plant and animals are distributed uneven manner, means there is no compulsory that uniform species are present in the same area. The presence of biodiversity in different area, different types. So for many group of animal or plant, there are interesting pattern in diversity. Okay, the most well known being the latitudinal gradient diversity, means that is the most important and most interesting pattern in the diversity. Okay, in general, species diversity decreases as we away from the equator toward the poles. Means here that line said that if we go from equator to the poles, the species are decreases. Okay, with very few exception, tropic latitudinal ranges of 23.5 degrees Celsius and to 23.5 degrees Celsius south. Okay, harbor more species than temperate polar areas, but the species are present more in the temperate or polar areas. Colombia, located near the equator, has nearly 14,000 species of birds, while New York at 41 degrees Celsius north, 105 species, and Greenland 71 degree, only 56 species. India with much land area in the tropical latitude, means here said about that India, the land area, tropical latitude has much land area, so the species are more, such as 1200 species of birds. A forest in a tropical region like equator has up 10 times as many species of vascular plant as a forest or equal area temperate region like a Midwest of USA, same as I already told you in the previous lecture. The largely tropical Amazon rainforest in South America has greatest biodiversity on the earth, but here written as that Amazon tropical rainforest in South of America, there is the greatest biodiversity in the earth, like 40,000 species of plants, 3,000 species of fishes, 1,300 species of birds, and 427 species of mammals, to 427 species of amphibian, and 378 species of reptiles, and more than other. So here that paragraph said about that there is undistribution of species. As we go from the equator to poles, the species are decreases. And the third point of this paragraph is the Amazon rainforest is more biodiversity in the earth. Okay, so come here that topic. What is so special about tropic that might account for greater biological diversity? Okay, ecological evolutionary biologist has proposed various hypotheses. By that, the ecologists are proposing hypotheses. Some important ones are: A, speciation is generally a function of time, means speciation takes some time because that is a function of time, unlike temperate regions subjected to the frequent glaciation in the past. So at that time the glaciation is very too much, so the tropical latitude has remained relatively undistribution for a million. So there are many times there are glaciations, so the seasonal or not changes, so there are millions of years the seasonal are undistributed and undisturbed, so the species remain same in that particular area. So coming to the second, tropical environment unlike temperate ones are less seasonal. I already told you, relatively more constant and predictable. Such constant environment promote species and lead greater species of diversity. So here we said that tropical environment है less seasonal, constant predictable, such a constant environment and promote the decay. Okay, there is more solar energy available in the tropics. So here as written as in tropics area there is too much available of solar energy, so the contribution of high productivity, so it provides the greater diversity present. So and come into the most interesting and the topic species area relationship. During his pioneering and extensive exploration the wilderness of South America jungles, the German naturalist geographer Alexander von Humboldt observed that here that particular graph or species area relationship was proposed by the Alexander von Humboldt, that is the South America jungles great, and he is the great German naturalist. Okay, and he observed the region richness, species richness increase with increasing explored area. Means here said about that if with the area increases the particular of species also increases, and but only up to limit. In the fact the relation between species richness and a wide variety of taxa, angiosperm, plant, bird, freshwater turn out to be rectangular hyperbola on the logarithm scale. So now I will explain the graph. So in y-axis species richness and the x-axis area. If we are use that particular graph, there come from 0, the species are less, but when we here the species are more, but sometimes the species are become stable like that. So here the equation is S is equal to CA square, but the sometime the scientists used to the logarithm, so this will become straight line. So we have to write like a log S is equal to log C and CA to the power Z. So Z come further before the log, so Z log A. I hope you understand. So ecology like a S is species richness, A area, Z slope of line resolution coefficient, and C is the y-intercept. Ecologists have discovered that the value of Z lies in the range of 0.21 to 0.2. Means ecologists have discovered that the Z lies range is 0.1 to 0.2. Regardless taxonomic group or region, where the plant in Britain, birds in California, mollusca, New York State, the slope is amazingly similar. But if the species area is high, then the value of Z will also high. The slope becomes steeper, like a 0.6 to 1.2. For example, frigorous fruit-eating birds, mammal, tropical forests are different continent. Guys, I hope you understand that two topic. You understand that latitudinal gradient and the species area relationship. So guys, I hope you understand. Thanks for watching.